everyone, and welcome to Channel 18 TV News. I'm Don Julian. In the news, the body of James Kilgore, a man that local law enforcement officers identified as a person of interest in a homicide, was found near a Tyra boat ramp Saturday by Hopkins County deputies. It appeared that Kilgore died from a gunshot wound. Lawmen do not suspect any foul play. Lawmen launched a manhunt for Kilgore Friday that continued into Saturday. Kilgore was named as a person of interest in a homicide that occurred Friday afternoon outside of a residence on County Road 4772 in northern Hopkins County. Victim of that murder has been identified as Josh Vaughn. Veterans Day weekend got off to a good start on Saturday night as a large crowd came to the Hopkins County Veterans Memorial on Celebration Plaza for the dedication of a County Killed in Action memorial. The names have been inscribed on 3 of the end caps at the Veterans Memorial. During that Saturday dedication, all the names on the memorial were read, and each resulted in the ringing of a bell. Helena Tatum Sanders sang the national anthem. Taps was played. The Hopkins County Military Coalition did a 21-shot salute in 3 volleys. The Marine Corps League lowered flags before that ceremony and raised them at the end. Among speakers were Hopkins County Judge Robert Newsom and U.S. Congressman John Ratcliffe of Heath. Monday, Veterans Day, featured numerous observances. There was a traditional service on the plaza on the 11th month, the 11th day, at the 11th hour. Sulphur Springs High School offered a reception at noon in the library for veterans and their families. There was a special program in the afternoon in the high school gym, and other SSISD schools had special veterans programs as well, and there were also veterans programs in Cumbie, North Hopkins, Miller Grove, and Yantis. In sports, Miller Grove continued their phenomenal performance at the state cross-country meet. Saturday, it was at Old Settlers Park in Round Rock, and both the Hornets and Lady Hornets captured state championships, and Miller Grove also had the top individual state champs. Miller Grove Hornets finished just 3 points ahead of second place Saltillo. The Lady Hornets were 57 points ahead of the rest of the field. Hornet Isaiah Billingsley won state, finishing first in a time of 15 minutes, 28.38 seconds. Teammate Kobe Robertson finished second. Other Hornet finishers were Lance Verner Davis in 7th, Riley Haston in 11th, Lexton Sly in 32nd, Anthony Lester in 42nd, and Tanner Hensley in 111th. Lady Hornets Georgia Bessonette won state, finishing first with a time of 11 minutes, 58.38 seconds. Teammate Kylie Melton was 5th. Jolie Fox was 11th. Kylie Saldana was 27th, and Lauren Bullard was 51st. The Saltillo Lady Lions finished 12th in state. For the runner-up, Saltillo Lions, Garrett Tarver finished 3rd in state. Dylan Beadle was 6th. Gunnar Tarver was 8th. Coy Collins was 13th. Jaden Holloway was 24th. Beckham Hoover was 51st. And Andrew Redburn was 58th. For the Saltillo Lady Lions, Reagan Spear was 61st. Christina Wade was 89th. Yadira Alonzo was 94th. Brianna Tolwell was 98th. Mackenzie Morris was 105th. Jocelyn Ochoa was 124th. And Ophelia Cabrera was 130th. In other Hopkins County results, Bailey Neal from Sulphur Bluff was 8th in the girls' 1A race. In Class 2A boys, Jonathan Hatley of North Hopkins was 25th, and teammate Mario Perez was 83rd. In Class 2A girls, Como Picton finished 13th in the state. For the Lady Eagles, Lexi Busby was 51st, Bailey Neal was 109th, Eileen Gonzalez was 114th, Kara Tiff was 121st, Shelby Speed was 122nd, Hannah Warren was 131st, and Brianna Warren was 135th. A young and inexperienced Lady Cats basketball team opened the regular season Saturday morning with a 68-39 loss to Mineola in the main gym at Sulphur Springs Middle School. Mineola is ranked number 15 in Class 3A in a Texas Association of Basketball Coaches preseason poll. The Lady Cats had a hard time handling the Lady Yellow Jackets full-court press. Mineola jumped out to a 22-10 first quarter lead and extended their lead to 44-16 at halftime. Mineola led 64-29 after 3 quarters. Lady Cat senior Kate Womack hit 2 3-pointers and led the Lady Cats with 11 points. Junior Nyla Lindley, the lone returning starter on last year's team, finished with 10 points before fouling out. Sophomore Hannah Cordell scored 6 points. Sophomore Jasmine Taylor and freshman Serenity Lewis both scored 4 points. Junior Breasia Ivory scored 2 points. Freshman Kinsey Willis and senior Colbria Harrison added 1 point each. Mineola senior Sabria Dean hit 4 3-point baskets and led all scorers with 25 points. The Lady Cats are 0-1 for the season. They'll be playing at Mount Vernon on Tuesday night. Lady Cats JV will begin play at 5 p.m. in Mount Vernon with the varsity game to follow. Wildcats basketball team scrimmaged McKinney Boyd and Frisco Liberty at McKinney Boyd on Saturday, and the Wildcats played 2 halves each against each team. Wildcats coach Clark Cipolletta said he thought the Wildcats perhaps won 3 out of 4 of the halves. He said he saw good and bad during the scrimmage, and Coach Cipolletta said the Wildcats played really good during the first couple of halves, but then dragged a little. He said the Wildcats have things to work on. Ironically, Coach Cipolletta said that the Wildcats did not do some things as well as he thought they could, but he added that they did some things better than he thought they could. He said Day-Day Hall played consistently. Senior Justin Brock, a former SSISD student who moved away several years ago but now is back, shot the ball well, according to Coach Sip. He said Boo Wilkerson and Grayson McClure were pretty solid. He said Cameron Kahn played well, and he said Justin Hare stepped back and drained a 3. Coach Cipolletta said the Wildcats need to handle pressure better and take better care of the ball. He said the Wildcats also need to guard players better. Coach Cipolletta said right now the offense is ahead of the defense. Tuesday at Mesquite Poteet, the Wildcats will scrimmage the host team and Tyler Lee. The Wildcats will open the regular season on Saturday against Decatur, the number 7 ranked team in Class 4A, at 11 a.m. in North Crowley in the Cowtown Showdown. Wildcats, by the way, are ranked number 5 in the preseason poll. 8 Lady Cats made the all-district volleyball team selected recently by the district's coaches. The Lady Cats had a superlative as sophomore Peyton Hammock was selected as the most valuable setter. Lady Cats making first team all-district were junior Sadie Washburn and sophomore Brooklyn Burnside. Making second team all-district was senior Erica Van Bentham. Making all-district honorable mention were sophomore libero Paris Pickett, senior Sydney Washburn, junior Chella Moya, and senior Aaliyah Abram. 8 Lady Cats also made academic all-district: Brooklyn Burnside, Sadie Washburn, Peyton Hammock, Aaliyah Abram, Paris Pickett, Erica Van Bentham, Sydney Washburn, and Kaylee Malone. District coaches cannot vote for their own players in making that all-district team. And that's Channel 18 TV News. I'm Don Julian. Thank you for watching, and so long, everybody.